Hello everyone. Today I want to speak to you about the importance of Sunday Mass. These past couple of weekends we've had more and more people coming back to Mass. It's been kind of a slow start but a steady start, and it's just been such a gift to be back together as a community and pray, to offer worship to God in the Holy Mass. You know, as Catholics, we believe that the Eucharist is truly the body and blood, the real presence of Jesus. And then when we come to Mass, we join ourselves to Jesus, to His sacrifice on the cross. We join our lives to His sacrifice. And if we are prepared adequately, we receive the body and blood, the real presence of Jesus. We are united to Jesus. You know, nothing can compare to the Mass in our lives. Because in the Mass, we are in intimate union with Jesus. It might not always feel like that, but the Mass is truly the highest expression of our lives. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says that the Eucharist is the source and summit of the Christian life. That's huge. The Eucharist is the source and also the summit of the Christian life. A number of you have been nervous coming back to Mass. You know, some of you have serious health concerns and you're just not ready, and that makes sense. Others might have other reasons for not coming back to Mass at this time. Reasons which may not be as significant. You're just not quite feeling ready to come back, or it's not an obligation yet, and so you don't feel like there's a need to come back, or you've just kind of gotten into the habit of not being at Mass, or maybe you just have this vague sense that you just don't want to be around crowds at this time. I want to kind of encourage you to come back. You know, push yourself a little bit. You know, if you're in a really serious health condition that you're really worried about, you know, that's another thing. But if you're, you know, kind of not in that category, I would invite you to come back now. Whether you have kids, whether you're single or married, come back to the Mass. You know, Justin Martyr was a martyr of the early church, and he wrote in 155 this powerful witness of the importance of the Christian life. He was a sort of a explanation of the Christian life, and he speaks in there at one point about the Mass, and he says this is year 155. On the day called Sunday, all who live in cities or in the country gather together in one place. And he goes on then to describe the Mass, the liturgy of the Word, the liturgy of the Eucharist. So from the beginning, the earliest centuries of the Church, Catholics came to Mass. Christians gathered for Mass on Sundays. It's just part of who we are. There were a number of martyrs in Abitina in 303. And these martyrs died, they were killed during the persecutions because they went to Mass. They went to Mass knowing that it was illegal, that they were risking their lives, and they still chose to go, right? And here's some of the quotes from these martyrs. They said, "Without fear of any kind, we have celebrated the Lord's Supper because it cannot be missed. This is our law." And they go on to say, "We cannot live without the Lord's Supper. We cannot live without the Lord's Supper." One of the martyrs made her confession to her judges, saying, "Yes, I went to the assembly and I celebrated the Lord's Supper with my brothers and sisters because I am a Christian." I want to invite you to come back to Mass. Join with the community in offering worship to God in union with the angels and all the saints who have gone before us, and now worship Him constantly in heaven. God bless you all, and please know of my continued prayers.